Today we're at Knockhill Racing Circuit just to get an idea of some of the potential for electric vehicles, like some of these very fast high performance vehicles which are electric powered. And it helps dispel the misconception that electric powered vehicles are slow or not the same in terms of performance as other cars, and also to underline the fact that we are making an announcement of a substantial investment in the infrastructure for electric cars through PowerPoints being established throughout the country to give people the reassurance that if they buy an electric car they can get recharged along their journey.
In terms of the public access points, we're seeking to have a maximum of 50 miles between different charging points, but clearly we're through SSE, we're trying to support people to put in home charging points as well, so we can help them at home but also when they're out in the public.
We have some power points at some ferry ports. We want to make sure that's the case everywhere, but also in the new ferries that we procure, why should we not have those ferries capable of recharging vehicles whilst they're actually on the ferry, perhaps at an overnight crossing as well? So the idea of integrating the availability of charging points for electric vehicles with our public transport network is very important.
Fundamentally, we get quieter cities, we get less pollution in the cities, we get the joy of driving on the open road, and less carbon emissions, which to me is particularly important. But also I can go a couple of 100 miles in it, which means that pretty much every journey I would do on a daily basis, whether that's to and from the office or whether that's to and from meetings between Edinburgh and Glasgow or up to Aberdeen or down to Newcastle, that's all in range for me, and that's really nice.
But in terms of the very harmful emissions to the environment, this eliminates them entirely from the car running on the road. So that's got to be a good thing, especially given the fact that we have world-leading climate change targets in Scotland and we have to achieve those.
In Scotland we have a lot of wind farms. They generate low carbon electricity, and low carbon electricity into electric vehicles is a perfect match. Instead of emitting fossil fuel emissions, we can have clean driving.